A lot of the other programs that I've seen are very basic. There aren't too many communications programs around the world that are for the taught, that are for the mid-career, for the senior professional. And at this stage in my career, I think it's a complete waste of time to go back and start at the basics. And what I really liked about the MS Com program was it was balanced. It was obviously mature for mature audiences in terms of content. It was forward-looking. If you look at the courses and experience has proven the same thing. If you look at the professors as well, they give you a well-rounded view of what communications is in today's world, and the needs for communications and the challenges that you will face in today's world. It is a factor of communications today that we have to operate, we have to live, we have to work in global environments. From that perspective, I think it's very important to have a program that is international in flavour, international in sentiment, so that people who work here, who study here, they're here today, they could be in Los Angeles tomorrow, they could be in Singapore the third day. And if you don't understand communications in the global perspective, you're missing something. The average age in the class was 38. The average years of experience was around 14 or 15. All of a sudden, you realize that you've got people in the classroom who you can relate to in terms of their positions in the organizations, the pressures they face, the challenges they face. And you start to realize that organizations around the world, irrespective of where they're from or where they're operating, are so very similar in terms of the challenges they face. So it's important because you could suddenly have a lot, the level of the conversations were a lot more mature, they were a lot more intensive, they were a lot more insightful. They were far richer discussions in class because the case studies that were brought, or the examples that were brought to the table by the rest of the class members were that much more relevant. I think it gave for a much more meaningful exchange of thoughts and ideas in class. There is a very clear identity. We're a bunch of fun-loving professionals who like to party hard outside work and outside the classroom, but when we're in class, we're extremely conscientious. We are not hesitant to speak our mind. We are ready to challenge each other and challenge even the professors if required. It gives you a wonderful opportunity to put together all the skills that you've learned over the last 15 or 18 months. And in fact, the faculty encourages that. They encourage you to try and delve into all your learnings over the last 15 or 18 months. Use the models that you've learned. Bring a lot of the experiences to the table. And try and use it not as an academician, but almost like a consultant. So I think it's a logical conclusion to a terrific program. If I look at the last 15 months, I've had on my personal front a very, very rocky 15 months. I've changed countries, I've changed jobs, I've lost a parent, I've had another parent in and out of hospital. We've been in the middle of the global financial crisis, and I wouldn't have been able to continue this program had it not been for the extreme support, the emotional and moral support that I've got from the faculty and staff. I felt at this stage in my career, I've worked long and hard at national level positions in India. I've had a 5-year-long international stint. I think I'm ready for the next leap in my career, and I needed to strengthen my educational base to give me that leap, to allow me that, and therefore MS Com.